Hey y'all, it's Lainey Wilson. St. Jude gives kids with cancer the chance they deserve. Families never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food. But we can't help these kids without you.
This holiday, help St. Jude find more cures for more children. Donate now at musicgives.org.
Now, back to the story from a few minutes ago. You're inside the best of the Morning X.
You are listening to the world-famous 99X, and we have the world-famous Dr. Taz in studio. Center Springs MD is what it's called right now, but what will you be called now?
Whole Plus.
When?
It's going to start September 1.
Oh, Whole Plus.
Whole Plus.
So a big rebrand. She's got a podcast. She's a contributor on the Today Show, and Whole Plus is the name of the podcast and YouTube show.
Aging and longevity. Let's talk about that for men and all the men that are listening right now. Give us some recommendations, because as men get older, you see some men who actually look better when they get older and healthier.
Yeah.
Any recommendations for longevity?
Definitely. And I know I've got some amazing male patients, and they are ultimate biohackers. They are cold plunging and doing cryo and
I can't do the cold plunge.
And all this stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But if we want to simplify the message around longevity, it's really about a couple of different things: keeping inflammation down, building muscle and keeping muscle, and then really managing your gut health and your nutrient load. I think it's really down to those key concepts. And I think when men skip those steps, we see them age much more rapidly, whether that's, losing hair, their skin, their energy, and so many other things. So when it comes to longevity, I think we need to tie it back to how do we optimize your nutrition, right? Mm-hmm. Because one of the things that happens as we age, the cells literally shrink. If you can imagine all these cells in your body, they're shrinking and shrinking and shrinking because they don't have the energy they need to do what they used to do before. So you've got to supply them with that energy, again, through the right food. Things like light therapy we're learning more and more about. That's where things like sauna and infrared light and red light therapy are really making a difference. And then we understand, in that context, really, again, matching someone to what they're missing. Many people have genetically based deficiencies. They're low in B vitamins. You mentioned Boost, for example. Boost is a multi-B, essentially, is what it is. And really, again, helping with that idea of providing energy to the cell. So I think we need to think, how do we provide the body with cellular energy? What does your body need? How do we preserve muscle? And how do we keep this concept of inflammation down? If you can knock through those three ideas, those are the men that are looking good and feeling good before we even get into things like peptides and hormone replacement and IV therapy and, the whole toolbox that's out there right now.
Well, speaking on aging, we played this clip a couple of weeks ago. I want to get your opinion on this. This is a Harvard professor. His name is David Sinclair. And
yes, I know him.
You do?
Yeah,
okay. Well, I want to get your take, because when you listen to this less than 1 minute clip, you're like, what? But I think you can speak on it better than any of us, so I'd love to know your interpretation.
It's 2035. Have we reached some state of age reversal technology that truly works?
I think we can either go into the doctor and have an injection of that genetic material, and we become transgenic humans, that we can turn on these three youthful Yamanaka genes, they're called. And every time we want to get rejuvenated or we have an injury, we need to heal quickly, we turn them on. How do you do that? Well, we've engineered it so you can just take an antibiotic for a few weeks. That's what I can see happening with already technology that's going into humans. If we're successful in what we're doing in my lab, these AI-generated molecules are mimicking that. So the reason for having a molecule rather than a gene therapy is not only are they cheap, you can just swallow it and they evenly go throughout the body typically. And so imagine in 10 years, you just take a pill for 4 weeks and you get younger. I can see how this is going to happen. That's what we're working towards in my lab.
Take a pill for 4 weeks and get younger?
I don't know about
that. We'll see. Science is evolving.
We'll see, yeah.
Science is evolving very rapidly. I will say that. The entire world of stem cell, and stem cell research and the regeneration that can occur with stem cells is fascinating, no matter what you think politically or ideologically. But it is fascinating, and we are seeing reversal of many different conditions when you use something like stem cells. Now, can we bottle it up into a pill? I don't know. out of my wheelhouse and out of my area of expertise for sure. But I do know researchers are working on things like this. But that takes us away from the basics. Aging is reversible. Absolutely. Aging's on a spectrum. I always say it's a highway. You can speed down the road to getting old, or you can kind of turn it around and actually look better, in your 40s and 50s than you did in your 20s and 30s.
Amazing.
But again, the basics are the basics, like really getting the food component right, getting really that inflammatory piece down and where it needs to be, and providing the cells with the energy they need. Then you step into the world of this advanced technology and regeneration and stem cells and peptides and stuff like that. But again, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4 approach, not like all hands, I'm going straight for the pill and I'm not going to do all this other stuff.
Well, I didn't hear you mention Diet Coke.
I was getting ready to bring that up.
I am down to 9 a day. I'm kidding. I'm down.
We're in Atlanta, so
I'm down.
right.
I did want to ask you, because I take a lot of magnesium.
Yeah.
Is that's good for you, right?
Oh my gosh, magnesium is a miracle micronutrient. That's my name for it. I feel like we are all deficient. 100% of us are deficient. It's not in the soil anymore because we've robbed the soil of key minerals and essential elements like magnesium. So when you go to test people, they are often low in magnesium. So most people can benefit from magnesium. So yes, short answer is yes.
Okay, all the recovery stuff, the cold plunge, I just can't do it. I tried the
plunge either.
You stand in the box and get cold.
Yeah.
You did that.
Yeah.
Was that good?
I did it, but hold on, I'm going to show you something. I didn't feel like, I was like, I don't feel any different. Have you seen these yet?
Yes, I have.
I'm holding up the Nike
this?
Hyper Ice. Look how big this is, Leslie. This is the Nike Hyper Ice boot, because I'm a world-class pickleball player.
Are you really?
No.
What is that good for? What is this Nike thing boot good for?
Leslie, listen, you can hear it start up. Hang on.
What?
So this compresses your foot and heats your foot at the same time.
Nice.
It squeezes your heel in the back of your... So basically, it's like a warm-up before you play or whatever, and then a helpful thing after. But like Norma Tech is another one. You have the cold plunge, like we mentioned. What of these things that you know of are actually legit? Because this feels legit.
Well, I mean, I think there's so many devices, right? And they're helpful to an extent, right? I love this for warming up the Achilles.
Circulation, right?
Circulation. Well, the Achilles too, right? Gets very weak in all of us that play pickleball. So I think I love it for warming up that area and prepping you for things. There are many devices that are legit when they're using heat and red light and, massage techniques and stuff like that. Again, do you need 20 devices? Probably not. You need to, again, hyper-focus and target on a couple of things that really make you feel better and you notice a difference, and then move forward from there.
Barnes, were you just trying to get Dr. Taz to justify the fact that you just bought those?
No, but we're going to have the guys on who made them in a couple of weeks.
Cool.
And I want to find out about, because there are a lot of tennis players in Atlanta, and I think with a lot of Achilles problems and strains that they could actually be really helpful. And you can use your HSA to pay for them.
Yes, you can.
So that's a Barnes Pro tip.
Yep.
Big tip.
This interview isn't over. More after a quick break. You can also find it and more on the Morning X with Barnes and Leslie podcast. You're inside the best of the Morning X.
Family Matters amplifies the loudest and the proudest political voices in the Black community today.
What's up, guys? I'm CJ Pearson. There's so many incredible perspectives here in the Black community that you're going to hear from each and every week. This is exactly what the mainstream media was missing.
Because faith matters, country matters, and family matters.
And actually talk to the people at the forefront of this change in the community. And by the way, it's no small number. It's growing every single day. That's why this moment matters.
Family Matters with CJ Pearson. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.